What's up all you Mezco fanatic dudes and you dads, Toy Shiz here, and I got a really cool review for you today. We're totally going to be checking out the press bag that Mezco gave out at this past Toy Fair 2019. I was at the press event and they were very nice. They gave me one of these amazing bags. Now you probably heard it did have the Gomez figure in it, which I did look at previously. And now, also, we're going to be checking out the Blade figure. But I wanted to kind of give a look at the bag and such. It's very, very nice. Got the Mezco logo on it. Oh, solid black bag. I like that. You know, it's very just like, you know where it's from. Everything else. You get one of these Mezco lanyards. That's I'll definitely be using as I go to a couple of the conventions that are coming up. I like a good sturdy lanyard, especially for my pass and badges and all that kind of good stuff. Inside, they gave a Rumble Society pin, which is very, very cool. They also gave you a Mezco pin. That is very, very cool. This is actually one of my favorite things that was in the bag, to be quite honest with you. I like a good, really cool pin, and this does not disappoint. Also, a mystery Mezco Mezits thing, mini Mezits right here, which, you know what, screw it. Let's just open it right. There we go. And let's see what's inside. That's a little mini Mezits. That's very cool. I'm going to put that with my Gomez figure. I like that. That is very cool. Look at me, little tiny little guy, little blind bag action. Really taking advantage of the trend, Mezco. And then also within the bag was the Mezco Toy Collector's booklet, which has all kinds of great stuff in there. Freddy Krueger, Pennywise, Ghostbusters, which look amazing. Aquaman, that's a new one right there. Harley Quinn, which is shown off. She looks great. Couple extra heads on her as well. Batman 89. Yeah, Gambit. Captain Marvel, she's looking pretty stellar. But I think what you all here to see is this sucker right here. You want to see some Blade action. Quick barcode. Nice little sword action right there. Nice picture of Blade. Very Frank Miller looks like, but I want to say it's not, may not be Frank Miller. It just has that emphasis of Frank Miller to it, but very, very nice. Toy Fair exclusive, all that stuff. Let's get into it. This is the Mezco Toys Blade Toy Fair exclusive. Well, I got you guys here. Thanks so much for watching my Toy Fair Blade review. If you like it, make sure to hit the like button. Also, be sure to comment. Also, be sure to subscribe because I got a heck of a lot more vampire hunting action on the way. And here's old Wesley Snipes out of the packaging, and it's looking pretty stellar. I mean, as always, just as I saw with the Gomez and everything else, these things are stacked with accessories. You basically get a sunglass hut in a box, no joke. 8 pairs of sunglasses, the red lensed, black lens. Same exact sunglasses, 4 of each, but 1 red, 1 black. Vampire stakes, you get about 6 of them, like a metallic red. Hands galore, going every which way, you know, point, click, shoot, grab, vampire anger sort of thing. 4 different head portraits. Now this one, it's various iterations of Blade. You know, these are like the bald-headed ones, and very, very cool. You kind of get teeth snarly. You got kind of like a somber, neutral head. My favorite being the teeth snarly. I'm going full Blade mode. This is very cool. This one does have the hair, much like the one that he comes packaged with. As you can see, he's got hair on the top and then kind of like those slice and then the tattoos on the back of the neck and everything else. But I'll show you that in just a second. We get 2 pairs of katana swords. Very, very cool. And it's like a very futuristic Blade. It very much reminds me of the very first Blade movie. You know what I mean? Like this whole figure, it's like Mezco's take on it. That's very cool. You get this piece that actually magnetizes to his back, and it goes on and holds the swords in the sheaths. Of course, you get the really awesome Blade display base. You get the little holdy grabber arm. You get this nice gun. It's like a pump action shotgun, and it goes right there. That's really great, and you can kind of, I'm assuming you hook it on to his arm or something like that. I gotta see how it's all gonna fit. Gun right there. That's very cool. And yeah, I knew it. This thing cocks too. That's awesome. Look at that. Look at the detail they put in this thing. That is amazing. Get this other gun that I'll pretend that I know guns. I really don't. Let's see, does this, nope, that doesn't move back. Man, I'm getting so used to having guns with movable parts. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get used to anything else. Then you get a couple magazines right here. One for each of the guns. That's pretty cool. There's a bullet in each chamber. I like the attention to detail. So you get a couple bursts, you get like the bullet flying, and then kind of like a shot blast kind of thing. And these would just hook right into the various guns, just like that. Very, very cool. I like that. Then you get the things that Blade throws from the movie that goes against the wall and knocks out about 50,000 vampires all in one go. So those are very cool. You get 2 of those. You get the actual Blade figure, and he's looking very, very cool. I like this figure a lot. I think the extra head portraits make it so that, you know, you can decide which Blade you want to display. Now, I don't really think that this screams Blade to me. I'm just going to say, this is, you know, I think the more bald head or the one with the vampire fangs, this one is kind of like a neutral portrait. So it's not terrible. It's great looking head sculpt and everything, but it doesn't necessarily scream Blade to me. But I like all the red and everything else like that. Kind of has like a bulletproof vest type thing going on. Then you have like the holders for the guns and the weapons. You can put these spikes and stakes inside here, holders there. He's got double jointed elbows, you know, really good rotation at the arms and such with that fabric effect. This is like a leather right here. He's got some movable fabric right there. This is more plastic up top, kind of like a loose plastic mesh right here. Nice belt and everything. On the backside goes in this, you know, this kind of the same thing. He's got nice belt pouches, all that great stuff. Kind of bunches up right about there, which isn't a terrible thing, but I think it allows for more joint mobility, especially in the knees. So that raises up pretty good. He's got double jointed knees, and that works fantastic. Can't have a problem with that. Plastic-ish boots right there. Ankle rocker. That's very cool. Nice joints in the hands. Man, they go all out when they make figures, don't they? This is quite something. This is very, very cool. And I like, you know, all the tattoos. He's got some on his arm. Can't really push this up too high, but some on his arm right there, on the back of his neck. All that great stuff. So let's play around with the weapons and see how everything fits. You know, one thing when I first opened Blade was that, you know, he's missing his trench coat. And I was like, oh man, they don't have a trench coat. But then I realized that the Gomez figure also has a trench coat. And since I'm not really displaying him, I went ahead and popped it on Blade. And I think it actually looks pretty good. It's a little bunchy in the back, but I think it serves its purpose. Plus, you know, you could put all the weapons and, you know, you could put the guns and stuff hidden right there. One thing about the Blades is that these fold up and then you can kind of stash them right on the sides right there. This, I cannot get. I tried heating it up. I tried everything. It's stuck. I cannot fold it up. So that is a bit of a bummer, but that could just be the one he throws, holds in his hand, yada, yada. But see, it would fit right there on that side. And you could put all the spikes and stuff right there as well. You know, this this is a very fun figure, and I love the Wesley Snipes. The very first Blade, let's be clear. The second one was good, right? Very good. Third one, let's not get into Ryan Reynolds' character. Not at all. But see, the other cool thing is that once you get the Shiz and stuff inside the holder, this still actually works through the coat. Check that out. It just, you know... just manually magnetizes right there. So, and you could put him to the side, you could put him straight up and down. It kind of looks like he's got rabbit ears when you do that, but if you put him to the side, that also works, and you can leave him on the jacket. Now, I know that's probably weird. It's, you know, you want him outside the jacket and everything else, but it's very cool. I like it. I think it's great. With the gun, this actually comes out as well, so you can pop the extra magazine, and like I said, you got a couple extra magazines and such. So let's go ahead. Let's give him a trigger hand. I went ahead and slipped the trench coat off again and slipped his shotgun onto his arm. So that actually holds really nice and is very incognito within that jacket. Gonna go ahead and pop the blades on again. No pun intended. Haha. And you know what? Let's give him a pair of red sunglasses. For the fans of the original Blade, I'd say that's a very Mezco'd out Blade. I think that is very cool. I love the red. I love the black. I love the red weapons. I love the bevy of weapons. I love the box, man. They killed it on this one. Now, I know a lot of people were upset because the other Blade that is coming out, like more the standard Blade non-Toy Fair, doesn't have a lot of the weapons and head portraits and everything that this comes with. So that is a bit of a bummer, but maybe down the line they will do like an online really quick, jump on it, and hopefully you guys can grab it, all those who want to get it. So I think it's a really nice figure. I love all the extra sunglasses. I love the heads, portraits. This is a very fun figure. Now, if only they'd make a Deacon Frost, that would be very cool. So what did you guys think? What did you guys think of the review? Comment below. Let me know. Let's talk some toys. I'm going to leave you guys with that. As always, drink some great coffee, eat some great food, but most importantly, collect some amazing action figures and slap a trench coat on them, and bingo bango, you got one complete Blade figure. And when you do, let me know what you found. I'll talk to you guys soon. Adios. But I think it works well with the type of body that they're going for. The missed opportunity I feel like there is that if they're trying to say this is the most hyper-realistic, that's the only Darth Vader, appealing more to like the Hot Toys crowd for a lower price and everything else, hey, go with Hasbro, blah, blah, blah. Why didn't they include like extra heads and they got a slew of hands, don't get me wrong, but where is the unmasked Darth Vader? I know that there are multiple, there's, New Hope Darth Vader, there's Empire Strikes Back, there's Return of the Jedi, all that stuff. But why not just make one?